Hi guys, Robert here. Welcome to Max Guitar. This is a guitar maintenance 101 or Rob's recommendation to simple guitar maintenance. Three things are important. One, the surroundings of your guitar. Two, the general care for your guitar. And three, more specifically, the fretboard and how to care for that. So if you want to know more about the surroundings of your guitar, because temperature and humidity are very important, because wood will always move. It either expands or shrinks depending on relative temperature or humidity. To measure the humidity, you would need one of these. This is a simple hygrometer that you can buy in any normal appliances store or hardware store, and your guitar will feel fine anywhere between, let's say, 40, 45 and 60% relative humidity. This is now 47, as you can see, so that would be really fine. But if the air is too dry, you would need to buy simple humidifiers. We have a few. This is the most used. This is a Maxguitar humidifier. It's very easy to use. You put that in a case or in a gig bag and it will do the job. So it will sort of balance out the humidity. There are also, let's say, humidifiers that you can put in a sound hole if you have an acoustic guitar, and we can tell you all about that. General care for your guitar is very important, so a good setup is important. For a good setup, you would need something like this, which is a neoprene mat to make sure that your guitar doesn't scratch if you put it on your table. A neck cradle like this from Dunlop, or this one from Music Nomad, will make sure your guitar doesn't move when you set it up. Of course, we can also set this guitar up for you, but it's always fun to play around with it. If you don't do anything drastic, you can't do anything wrong. So general care is very important. Setting up, polishing your guitar with either Music Nomad stuff like we have here, we have a selection, or Dunlop. And so clean your guitar, polish it, make sure, because a guitar that is well cared for will play better and will function better, will sound better. In these summer months, it's also very important to clean your strings, especially because you sweat a little bit more, let's say, than in the winter, and your sweat contains all kinds of minerals and salt, which will actually make your strings rust a little bit, or let's say deteriorate your fretboard, because all that salt and stuff and crud and dirt will build up against your frets, and your guitar won't sound as great as it can sound. And the third item is actually fingerboard maintenance, because that is, to me, is the most important, because everything happens on the fretboard. So clean strings are very important. So clean your strings simply using a cloth like this, or just an old kitchen cloth that you have lying around. As long as it doesn't shed, it will be fine. If you have a maple fretboard, you don't actually need to saturate it with oil or anything like that. You just need to clean it, because if there's anything on the strings or on the frets that doesn't belong there, your string will not vibrate and resonate like it should. If you have a ebony or a rosewood or any other, let's say, brown tone wood for a fingerboard, you would need to use oil. Again, Music Nomad or Dunlop, both equally good. You need to saturate the wood, of course, clean it, then saturate the wood and not drench it, but saturate it with oil. Let it soak for, let's say, 10 minutes. Make sure that it's, then you wipe off the excess oil, and then your fretboard is really good to go. There's actually a lot more to think about when you really want to perfect your guitar, like, for instance, a fret level or fret polishing, but I won't go into that. These three things, so surroundings, general care, and fretboard care, are the most important thing, because we see a lot of guitars coming in that could be a lot better, actually, and we can do it for you, as I said, but it's really fun to fiddle around with this stuff. It's not expensive, so make sure, if you have any questions, let us know and we will help you to get the right stuff. So see you at Max Guitar, or see you online.